Pearl, full spoilers, here we go. The movie starts off with a girl named Pearl who is just wilding out as her husband serves in World War I and living with her German immigrant parents on a farm. This is her mom Ruth, and taking care of her dad who is paralyzed and very sick from an unknown illness. Pearl is a crazy bitch who unalives her farm animals and feeds them to her pet alligator, and also plays mind games and abuses her father as his caretaker. Pearl wants to ditch the farm life and become a star so that the whole world can know her name. Pearl bikes to the movie theater and meets this projectionist that she grows a liking for. He tells her she could for sure become a star if she stars in one of the adult spicy movies that he shows her. On the way home from the movie theater, Pearl spots a scarecrow and it makes her excited. I guess it's just so handsome that she can't hold herself back and decides to play with it. You guys can discuss the details in the comments section. Pearl has a sister-in-law named Mitzi who tells Pearl that she should audition for this new role coming up. But then Pearl's mom Ruth finds out that Pearl has been sneaking around and is trying to become a movie star and slaps Pearl across the face saying she's trying to ditch the family. Pearl doesn't really like that, so she decides to, set her mom on fire. Pearl drags her deep-fried mom's body into the basement and then leaves her dad screwed and helpless. Pearl goes to the movie theater to see the projectionist who she's now having an affair with, and he takes her back to the farm so that she can prepare for the big audition. But the projectionist starts noticing that Pearl's kinda sus and decides to try to ghost her and leave. She freaks out on him and says, "Why are you leaving me if I didn't do anything wrong?" Then she brutally does a sneak attack and unalives him, and feeds him to her pet alligator. Then she unalives her father before going to the audition. Pearl's sister-in-law Mitzi is also there, and nobody knows that Pearl has been doing these atrocious activities. Pearl dances her heart out at the audition, but the judges end up rejecting her because she's not blonde and all-American. Pearl begins to scream cry with intense feelings of hopelessness and nothing to live for. Pretty relatable. Pearl goes home and Mitzi follows her. Pearl makes a lengthy confession about her resentment towards her husband Howard, feelings of insecurity, alienation, and also confesses to all the crimes she's committed. Mitzi basically thinks, okay, my life is in danger right now. Pearl also tells Mitzi that she knows that Mitzi got the role and not Pearl, and then Pearl starts to get weird towards her. Mitzi begins to run away, as she should, and then Pearl catches up to her and unalives her. Pearl then recovers her parents' unalived bodies from the basement and put them in chairs as they sit at the dinner table together. The next morning, Pearl's husband Howard returns from war and is horrified to see Pearl sitting with her deceased parent. Pearl greets him with a haunting smile as she stares into the camera until the credits roll. The end.